What's going on, guys? It's Sam, and welcome to another fire manga haul, which is going to be clutch on this very chilly day here in Texas. Someone was most definitely on the nice list because Santa hooked your boy up with a lot of manga. I got a lot of great pickups, so welcome to my manga haul for January 2022. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so starting off, first of all, shout out to Chopper in the back. This is a new plushie that my wife got for me for Christmas, and I think he's adorable. Back to the manga though. Starting off the haul, I picked up a ton of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's been a long time since I picked up any volumes for this series, and if I'm being honest, 6 months ago I really didn't plan on picking up more of Jujutsu Kaisen. Read the first 3 or 4 volumes and felt like it wasn't just clicking for me. Took a pause from the series, watched the anime last year, which was top tier. Probably, if I had to say, my favorite show of last year, above Attack on Titan. It was that good. The animation, the fights, the music, oh my goodness. If you haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, cannot recommend it enough. It's amazing. But back to the manga, I watched the anime. I was like, damn, this is amazing. Maybe I need to give the manga a second chance. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm loving it. More than likely what it was just probably some shonen burnout when I read it for the first time. And that's why I didn't love it as much as I do now. But what a series. Just such a great shonen series. I mean, it's got everything you want in a shonen. It's got a great main character. I think Yuji has a lot of strengths, great, cool design, cool abilities, and a cool internal conflict that, almost reminiscent of Naruto with the Nine Tails, but we see it reinvented and done in a cooler way where a lot's at stake for him. And then just an amazing cast of characters. The other characters that Yuji fights with and interacts with on his team, the rest of his classmates, really well designed, unique and interesting. I can recognize and remember a lot of them, especially Maki, and a lot of great villains too. Man, the villains, the villain design, they're creepy, they're gritty, and they just feel really powerful, which I feel like is a dynamic that is hard to capitalize on in shonen, where you're not sure if the main character is going to win in this fight. And you get that a lot in these fights with Jujutsu Kaisen. Great battles, and the art really adds to that grittiness of the series that I think kind of gives it, it's a shonen with a little bit of chest hair on it. I can easily recommend, and I really love it. Next up, we got the Nichijou or Nichijou box set. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like I'm, slightly losing my weeb card here. So y'all in the comments, if you can let me know if I'm pronouncing that right, a Nichijou or Nichijou, I would appreciate that. But this is a box set that I got for Christmas this year from my IRL waifu, so shout out to Liz. And I'm really liking this. I've read the first few volumes of the series. I've never seen the anime, and from what I believe, this manga is actually an adaptation from a light novel. I might be mistaken on that as well. You can correct me in the comments if I am wrong, but this is, per the description of the book, a different twist on the slice of life genre. And from what I've read so far in the first few volumes, I can most definitely agree with that. It's based around these 3 or 4 girls in high school and just like day-to-day interactions they have, but it's very humor focused. Like, there doesn't seem to be that coherent of a progressing plot throughout the story, at least so far. There's just a lot of episodic new scenarios in high school for this group of girls, and goofy situations that they're getting themselves into. Like, one girl secretly has a crush on this one guy who's kind of a nerdy, like, theater guy in the school, but she does not want anybody to know she likes him, so she really hates on him. And the scenarios between the two are like super over the top, of like anytime he does something goofy, she like shoots a rocket launcher at him. So when they say it's a twist on the slice of life genre, they're not playing. There's definitely some, one of the girls, she creates like a robot that's a part of the friend group, and I can't tell if it's that girl's actually a robot or if it's just playing a role or whatnot. But all this to say, I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm really glad I picked this up. I think the box set is a great value. I think it's about like $70 on Amazon if I'm not mistaken. And it's a lot of good content. Everything that I've read so far I've really enjoyed. I think the box set itself is really, cute. It's got nice art on the outside of it, and the art inside the volumes is great as well. It doesn't feel like a typical adaptation from like a light novel or an anime series where a lot of the backgrounds are empty and a lot of the art is oversimplified. The over-the-top situations and scenarios are really well drawn out. And for me, most of the time, the humor has been landing. I've been laughing out loud in a lot of situations. And one of these panels I'm showing right now, it doesn't really make much sense out of context, but I was really laughing hard while my wife was trying to sleep. So if you're in the mood for a slice of life, comedy, something based around high school group of girls, and you want something more lighthearted, I can easily recommend this series. I've been burning through it. Like I said, I recently just got it, and I'm really enjoying it. And there's also some cute little postcard goodies in the box set that I think might be from the anime. Next up, we have Zom 100 Volume 4. And if you've been watching my previous manga haul videos, you know that I have a lot of love for Zom 100. And this volume did not disappoint either. I feel like it needs to evolve in some sort of way for it to keep my attention, because we're kind of getting the same shtick over and over with these volumes of, a new scenario on the main character's, to-do list before he dies, and it's these funny, goofy situations, which is great. I love it for in the times where I'm in the mood for something funnier and some, quick action. But personally, I want something a little bit more, meaty to it for me to continue to read this series. But I'm really, really enjoying it. Next up, we have Rent a Girlfriend Volume 1, and this is what we call a free shippinger. And what I mean by that is that I had an order where I was going to have to pay $7 for shipping, or I could pay an extra $3, get another volume of manga, and get free shipping. So I snagged this volume, literally know nothing about it from using context clues. It's about a dude who's got no game. Maybe he builds some relationship with his main girl to pretend like she's his girlfriend, he's paying her or something like that. I don't know, renting it somehow. But I don't have too much desire to read this. I've heard good things about the anime. Let me know down in the comments if you have read this, if I should, speed it up on prioritizing reading this first volume, because at least from the art, it looks pretty promising, and I've heard good things about it. So let me know if I should read that one if you guys enjoyed that. Next up, Vinland Saga Volume 12. Y'all know this is one of my favorite series, and it only took a year and a half for us to get this volume. These are taking a long time to come out. I may or may not be completely caught up on the scans of this, may or may not, but this was a great volume. I mean, what volume in Vinland Saga isn't great? But this one was great nonetheless. We get the iconic shot of Thorfinn coming out the shower, very determined. If you know, you know. I don't want to show it to spoil it, but we're in the final arc of Vinland Saga, and we're coming to a conclusion of this series, one of my favorites, and I really feel like the quality has not wavered. Yes, so far is this my least favorite arc? Yeah, it is, but I still think it's a very high quality series, and I'm loving every volume. Easily recommend that series. And then next up, we have the Steins Gate complete manga Barnes & Noble's exclusive hardcover by Udon, which I have never heard of this company, but always love seeing new publishers in the market of the industry that we love so much, and was happy to pick this up. I will say, so first off, I've never seen Steins Gate or read it. I know that might be a shocker to some, but I was very ecstatic to pick up this volume because I've never read it. And if I'm being honest, guys, I'm a little disappointed with what I've read so far. Not because of the quality of the story, but because of the quality of the art. This is, to me, a clear example of somewhat of a poor adaptation to manga. A lot of these backgrounds are just completely empty in the series, and I feel like this is not the superior way to experience this story. For those of you who have read and watched both, let me know if I should just, close this up and watch the anime itself, because I feel like I am, getting a worse experience with this manga. But I think it's a great release regardless of that. And then finally, we got a beefy boy. We got the Demon Slayer box set. And I'm not going to go too in depth on the covers for this in this video, because my most previous video is the Demon Slayer's unboxing or box set unboxing impressions. You can click on it right above there, where I go a little bit more in detail on the box set, my opinions on Demon Slayer as a series. Spoiler alert, I really like it. And also I just show off all the covers, I show off more of the art. But this is a great box set. It's hard to find right now, but if you are interested in reading Demon Slayer, this is an easy recommendation. Fantastic series, 23 volumes, has a satisfying conclusion. I feel like we do not get that often with Shonen Jump series that are as popular as Demon Slayer. A lot of times we see them stretched out to 70 plus volumes. In this one, we get a nice, satisfying conclusion, and it's a great quality box set. That's going to do it for the haul, guys. Next up, I have a 2022 collection video coming up. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day. I appreciate y'all watching, and I appreciate the support. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content just like this.